Should I do this? Should I do that? Everyone asks themselves this question. The truth is, there's always confusion, hesitation, uncertainty, uncertainty. And you'll never know which choice is the right choice because there is no perfect choice. There is no bad choice. There is no good choice. It's just a matter of whether the consequences that follow will be positive or they will be negative. That's the reality. Once again, understanding this changes absolutely everything because everyone has questions about whether which choice is the best choice for them. As I speak right now, there are several people out there asking themselves, should I keep going on my 9 to 5? Should I start a business? Should I go back to uni or should I keep hustling? Should I continue with social media or should I take a pause? Should I relocate or should I stay where I am? Everyone is asking themselves one or these type of questions in this precise moment. I can promise you that. And you have two choices of those choices that you want to make. You can keep asking yourself the question, or you can get the fuck up and move and do something about it. Do you know what you're going to do? No. And I can tell you, just go with what your heart says, but probably it is not the right answer. Do a list of pros and cons. Probably there will, most likely, you still won't know the answer. But figure it out, try it out, and get fucking moving. Because if you don't move now, if you don't move today, you'll be stuck tomorrow, the next week, the next month, and for the continuity of the year. And guess what? 2027 comes and you're like, I did nothing this past year. Of course not. Because you didn't make the choice. You didn't want to make the hard choices. And making the hard choices is crucial to your success. Making hard choices is crucial to everyone's success, to mine, to yours. I'm asking myself the question right now. Should I go to uni or should I keep my ass where I am, keep trying with social media, working a 9 to 5? Because I can go to uni, but then my BF will stay behind and I got to figure out a way to get him a work permit and probably I'll only work part-time. So that means my home will be paused and it won't keep building the same or with the same, at the same pace that is currently building, which is slow, but at least it's still something. Or I can decide to stay here, keep working a 9 to 5 to somebody else in a shithole of a country. And I'm sorry to say it that way, but there is nothing else but reality behind what I say because there is nothing else but closed-minded people around me, and that makes the country a shithole. And I'm sorry because I love my country very, very, very much, but the people in it, they're just not they're just not the type of people I want to be surrounded with. This might be disrespectful and I apologize if it is. I can stay here, make $5K a month by opening a food truck plus my 9 to 5 and just grinding, but it'll take me longer to achieve what I want to achieve. Am I not right? Most likely. Which is my best option? This one. But what are going to be the consequences? What if my BF has to stay behind? We've been together for 3 years. What if he stays behind and then that just ruins our relationship? Like, what happens to our assets then? Like, then we have to split this, split that. It's a whole lot of things that I could think about and excuses and excuses. Do I know the answer of what decision I'm gonna take? No, I do not. Probably when you're watching this video, I would have made the decision already. Most likely, I'll get my ass to Canada and figure out a way to get him an LMIA job offer. But I'm not staying here. I don't want to stay here. This is not the plan I have for myself. I love being here. I just love living in my country. But I cannot grow in this country. Wholeheartedly, I do say that with so much honesty. There are 4 steps on how to make the decision when you know that there is no perfect answer. Step 1, accept that there is no perfect choice. Stop waiting for clarity that will never show up. I'm sorry to break it to you, but if you keep waiting for it, it's not gonna show up because with time, you keep overthinking it and you're not gonna make the choice, babes. You just have to know that whatever choice you pick, you'll have to stick with it, work with it, and push it through. Step 2, look at the consequences. not at the choice. You can look at the choice, of course, but don't look in too deeply. Option A. What are the consequences of option A? Option B. What are the consequences of option B? Do I want to tug it through with the consequences of option A, or do I want to do that for option B? Which consequences am I willing to work with, and I know that I'll be able to push it through? Maybe I don't know that I'll be able to push it through, but I'll do my very, very best, my very fucking best to push it through. Step 3, commit to making it work. Don't second guess yourself. Stop changing your choices like a daily. Like today you chose choice A, but then tomorrow you were overthinking it. So now you want to go with option B, and then you keep doing the same and you never figure it out. No. Commit to one, stick with it, push it through, and make it work. Because if you don't make it work, nobody else will for you. And step 4, remember, you can make it work either way. It's just the fact that you want to make it work one way more than the other, because one of the consequences won't be as bad as the other one. But you can make it work either way. I promise you that. Because if you're watching this video, you are ahead of the 99% of people out there, because you want to make it in life. They don't, because they would be putting something productive into their mind and not BS. What are you willing to sacrifice? What things are you willing to let go of if you make that choice? What consequences can you live by? What things can you handle? Which are the consequences that you won't be like, this is too much? Because everything is too much, but if you say it's too much, it's a lot worse. So ask yourself those questions. And I promise you, you will have a lot more clarity than you had before you watched this video. And whatever you choose, just know that you'll make it regardless of what other people think. And remember, this time next year, you will look back and you'll be, I made the right choice. Or you could be, the choice was fucked up, but I still succeeded. I still made it in life. So who cares what choice you took a year ago if you still made it? You'll figure it out. You're strong enough. You're bold enough. You're very, very smart. You can push it through. And you don't have to be very, very smart to push it through. You just have to be not lazy. Don't be lazy. Because if you're lazy, being smart is worthless. If you're lazy, being smart, being kind, doesn't matter. Not in today's world. Nobody cares if you're an ass kisser, if you're not a hard worker. Just saying. And as for now, remember, this time next year, we will be millionaires.